assuredly. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Mitchell Trubisky's Bears going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Chicago Bears. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now this is right on the end around. And some room to work. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Chicago. Kendall Wright, 60 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you'd call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
Don't.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Barth now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The tight end in motion right. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Damn it.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's Sproles. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Wentz to throw on second down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Fighting him off. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trubisky with a give to Howard.
Come on.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now Howard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try again with Howard.
God.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now come the Eagles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, Wentz. Buying time to his left. Room to run, and he fumbled it. It's
Pick it up!
Down, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on, but it has to improve. Carson Wentz lost 14 fumbles as a rookie, and the NFL is just different. When you're in the pocket, you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson Palmer for most in the NFL. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here we go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Trubisky steps away to his left. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Barth puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now
Yeah,
with
you
just 1 second showing on the
better not be
clock,
thinking about
we're
that
gonna give a
screenplay,
timeout
boy.
as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22.
No.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one. Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? Not one that I've ever met. Play action. Now Trubisky.
Jesus.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Starts with a handoff to Blunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Toss play to Sproles. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, You feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trubisky will throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On the handoff, this is Howard. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, they run with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Again, it's Howard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
What's left? What's left? Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
Go
Now Wentz throwing on second down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Single. That's single slot.
Jeffrey will go in motion right. Now Wentz on third down. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you comping your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, this is Howard. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Oh, Barth misses it there. No good. Off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right.
No way.
By Torrey Smith. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, here's Wentz. And for a third time tonight,
Go.
he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
This is taken at the 3. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 28. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Wentz going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Again to Howard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They go with Howard again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, that's Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutouts.
If you've been with me from Port of Miami, it's been a journey. Ain't nothing changed.